This is the elevated pigeon stretch. Now we know the classic pigeon position, whereby our leg is externally rotated and the leg goes, other leg is out to the back here. There's a variation on it. I think it's probably a better variation for most people to do, because in a pigeon position when we're on the floor, this back leg is sort of stretched out there. We have pressure on our hip from here. Okay. In this variation, we're going to let our leg come up, and this hip is now just kind of relaxed in hip extension there. So we allow, there's no pressure from this hip, which means that this hip gets all the stretch. When we're doing this in the gym, you can use one of these boxes for your height. If you're training at home, you can use a table or anything else that you have at a certain height. If you haven't got a certain height, you can sort of bump it up. If for any reason you cannot get that leg flat there, so I'll bring it around so you can see here from the front. If you can't get your knee flat like this and your leg sticks up, that's no problem. Put something underneath it that you can reach to, and then over the coming weeks of you doing this, you'll find you have a little bit more flexibility, and you're able to push that knee down flat to the floor here. So this is called the elevated pigeon stretch. Okay, 3 sets, 60 seconds per leg. Breathe, relax, and whilst in that 60 seconds, try and find the spot that gives you the most stretch. So sometimes you find if you turn your body this way, you feel more stretch. Other times you find that you turn this way, you feel more stretch. Sometimes you want to go close here. What we don't want to do though, is I'll turn back to the side from here. What we don't want to do as we're leaning down to it is just to bend our back there, because that means that the tension's not at the hip. The hinge point becomes your back. So body up straight as you lean forward, and that way all the tension is on the glute and the hip here as we are stretching. So 3 sets, 60 seconds per leg. That's the elevated pigeon.